Growing up, my daddy didn't have nothing to do with me. I didn't know nothing about my dad at all. Excuse me. When I grew up, I became a police officer. I was working a desk and I wound up looking at my daddy's name. I found some addresses with his name. I was sitting outside a couple of these addresses, wondering, to see if somebody was gonna walk out the door or pull up in the driveway. When my dad walk out to see what was going on, because I was in a police vehicle, but he never came. I found out I possibly had two sisters out there that I never found. Sitting at home, I got on Google search, and that's when I found my two sisters. I messaged Tiffany on Facebook, and I told her, excuse me, I'm just a young man trying to find his daddy. When I contacted Tiffany, she thought I was a scammer, and at that time, she contacted Tahara, who's the youngest. We talked about a meetup public spot to really see what was going on. One of the family members died, so that everybody would come and visit. So once I arrived to that location, Tiffany ran from me. Tiffany locked herself in a room. She ran from me because she thought she saw a ghost. She said, I look just like him. I want to know who my father is. I've been searching for my father. Never got to meet him. He passed away before I meet him. Now I can prove to them that I'm their brother. At least I know where I came from. At least I know where I came from.
Listen, everyone, we'll meet Jonathan a little later in the show, but help me welcome Jonathan's potential sister, Tiffany, to the show so we can hear her side of the story. So, Tiffany, I was watching your face while that video was going on. You were not having it. You was over it. You was talking about he dramatic.
He is very dramatic.
So, hold on. My producer told me that you thought he was a scammer.
I did. I did. Because you have to understand, at the time Jonathan reached out to me, he was 38 years old.
Okay.
Right? We lived in the city of New Orleans. New Orleans is not that big, and you were in the police, on a police force. So I feel like if you had that much access, certainly you guys would have made contact and, met each other prior to my father dying.
That makes sense.
Right.
So how could he benefit from being your father's son?
Because my dad had an entertainment company.
Okay.
And he was really big in the music industry. So everybody in the city, pretty much a lot of places know my father. So when I got the message, I was like, nah, hell no. Like, what the hell you want? We ain't never heard of you or anything, right? So it was just like, I was very taken aback by it.
Makes sense to me. So what happened the first time he contacted you?
I really didn't respond to him initially. He contacted me, I think about 8 something that morning on Facebook, and it took me a little while to process it. And of course, I touched bases with my sister and was like, hey, did this crazy person text you talking about he daddy son?
Yeah.
Right? And so he did. He went on social media. Every single person that had the same last name, he reached out to them.
Oh, wow.
So, so I was like, no, I'm not contacting him like you crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not laughing at the situation. It's the way you just said, he crazy, okay? Had you ever heard anything about him before he contacted you?
Never in my whole entire life. And another reason of me not responding immediately is because I did not want that to distort my perception of my father.
Makes sense.
He was there, very present in Tahara and I's life. He supplied, he provided for us. And to know that he had a kid out here that you never had any interaction with, that grew up without having you, that was going to mess with my psyche.
Got it. When did you end up finally talking to him?
That day, I messaged him back, and I was like, is there anything that I can help you with? And he was just so abrasive. He's so aggressive. I kind of just... See, how do I know you? I'm looking for my father who he haven't seen in 30 years. I was like, nah, this is something something I write with.
Did you really run away from him when you met him for the first time?
Yeah, I really did.
Like
sprint? Like, I opened that door, I saw his face, and I turned around and I started running. And I locked myself in a room, and I was sitting there, and I was like, this cannot be real.
Okay.
Because he looks just like my father. And
so
he
does?
Yes, he does. And so when I seen his face, I was like, now you coming back from the grave trying to harass me? Like, no. So yes, I was scared.
So he isn't the only dramatic one there, girl. You ran.
I did.
Okay, girl, he's not the only dramatic one there.
No, I'm a little dramatic too,
So how does your family feel about him claiming to be your brother?
My family thinks that he does look like my daddy, but my kids.
Well, you think it too.
I do, but my kids, they say, oh, no, he's a scammer. No, don't trust him.
Oh, wow.
People trying to take money. Oh, you want this and you want that. No,
Got it.
so, yeah.
Got it. So you were close with your father, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, so you had a great relationship.
Yes.
And you have other siblings?
Just Tahara.
Just
with my
Tahara,
dad.
just one, yes. Okay, then. Were you close with her growing up?
Yeah, we lived in the same house.
Oh,
We actually watched my father pass. So, you know, that's a very traumatic situation because my dad died at 43.
Oh, wow.
And had never been sick a day in his life, right? So to see him die in front of us, and my little sister was young, and then to know that here somebody comes years later, oh, I'm your father's son, you can't be.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want Jonathan to be your brother?
What part of Jonathan you talking about? Because parts of him I want to be my brother, and then
What parts you don't want to be your brother? The dramatic part?
yeah, the obnoxious part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that part no. But Jonathan have a really good heart. He does have a good heart. Yes.
My producer had told me earlier that, did he tell you that he was going to change his name?
He really did say that.
And change his name to what?
Okay, so let me tell you. Part of the reason why we initially were not as close, right? When you tell somebody, oh, I might be your brother, and you have to give a person time to accept that. Jonathan was not like that. Jonathan was, oh no, so what my daddy did, and what my grandma did, and what this, and where's my uncle? Sir, we don't even know you.
Yeah.
Like, what, you know?
Yeah.
Recently, he said, well, when it proves that I'm your brother, I'm changing my name to Thurston Gooden Jr. And in my mind, I said, this can't be real. This cannot be real life.
Yeah.
Because what will possess you to want to do that? Even if the test proved that that is your father.
Yeah.
You've gone 45 years as Jonathan. Now you decide, oh, I want to change my name to Thurston.
Well, I can understand.
No,
I know for other people it can say, but you know, my training tells me that if I have felt abandoned and I felt no connection, this is allowing me to be connected to a father that I didn't have. And so I'm going to scrap and search for any type of connection. I know.
Okay, I can see you changing your last name.
But I can understand why he wants to make the connection.
I still can't understand it. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, I think it's time to meet Jonathan. So everyone help me welcome Jonathan to the show.
Really, bro? Really? Really? Come on, man. Really?
You know I'm gonna
How you
keep it a
doing?
buck.
How you doing,
sir?
sir?
How you doing? Good.
Really, bro?
You know I'm gonna keep it a
Come
buck,
on, man. Come on.
though. You know-
45 years, though, man. Really?
Okay, but 45.
You don't know what I went through. 45 years.
And I get
Really?
that,
I'm
but
crazy?
I'm not you.
I'm
Yeah,
crazy.
I
I'm
do be
crazy.
thinking
I'm
your
crazy.
ass crazy.
I'm crazy now.
How did you feel when she thought you were a scammer?
It didn't really surprise me, but I was scared to even reach out, though.
Yeah.
That's pushed back. I was scared to reach out. You know, going through life, you know, I know the name, but I didn't know the person. I didn't know the face or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Playing football, looking at the gate, waiting on to see if my daddy gonna run through the gate and say I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I was everything, you know, what potentially my potential sister told me.
Yeah. Do you think he knew about you?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Yes, I do. The problem is my siblings didn't know about me.
Got it.
The
So you
circle-
think he knew but never reached out?
Yeah.
But that's not like my daddy. So, I mean, if you understood the person, you would be able to understand why I say what I say. My daddy despised men that don't take care of their responsibility. My daddy's perception, even when I was married, it's like, I don't care if you got to go get 3 jobs to make sure you provide for your family. My daddy wanted a son. So I cannot believe and accept the thoughts of knowing that he knew about you and it was his choice, that he just had nothing to do with you. That's just, I can't accept that.
Okay. What does this DNA test mean to you?
Closure.
Yeah.
Don't tell him because he will.
It's okay.
It is okay to cry, but not all the time.
It's closure. I've been asking for this for 45 years.
45 years, yeah.
But that's 45 years.
Yeah, I get that. Well, Tiffany's sister Tahara is in the audience. Tahara, how you doing? How do you feel when you heard about Jonathan?
At first, like I got the message to on Facebook, so I was like, what what's going on? It felt weird. I immediately called my mom. I was like, Ma, this man said he looking for my daddy, and he died in 2003, and it was 2016. So I'm like, what's going on? Then my mama called Tiffany, and we all had like a little convo, and we was like, what's going on? So it was just, and I was younger, so I was just like really shocked.
Yeah, do you think he's your brother?
I think he does favor my dad.
That ain't my question. I didn't say if he favors. Do you think he's your brother?
Since he favors my dad, I do think that.
Okay, you do think he's your brother.
Yeah, and I felt like I was real young when my dad passed, and I felt like that when I met him, it was like God giving me back my dad kind of in a way. So I kind of felt that way. So I think that's why I'm so like,
That's not
yeah,
what
I'm.
you be saying.
You know.
You said that's not, look, that's a big sister. She called you out. She said that's not what you be saying in private.
Girl, no, for real. I have had that conversation with my mama, but me and my sister, we be rowdy. So, you know, we be hyping each other up, but with my mama, it do get a little bit more
feelings come
personal.
out.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So do you two have the same mother and father? Or?
No, we just have the same dad.
Same dad.
Yeah.
Okay, then. But you were raised together?
Yes.
Okay, then got it. And your mom didn't know anything about Jonathan?
Yeah, I don't think she did. She said she heard stories from my dad, but she didn't really know nothing.
Got it. So
Yeah.
she said
My
she
mama
heard.
do.
Your mama did?
Yeah.
Okay. Your mama definitely didn't
My
know
mom
anything.
said that, why didn't you ask me? I said, well, how am I supposed to ask you something I have no knowledge of?
Yeah.
And so she said she remember him, his mom going to my grandmother's house with a baby and telling my daddy that, hey, you have a baby, and my father told his mom to go, I need to get a DNA test. And then that being the end, the test was
Wow.
never done. It kind of gave some of his story some validity, you know?
Yeah.
But here we are, 45 years
Because the
later.
DNA test wasn't done that.
No, it wasn't.
Got it.
Why you ran from me though? You thought I was a ghost?
Because you look just like my daddy, and I don't
Okay, I
have
knew
time
that.
for the dead to be coming to harass me. That's why.
Tahara, actually, I'm going to ask you to come down on the stage while we get this DNA test. Well, Jonathan, it's been 45 years, and I think it's time to solve this DNA mystery. How about you? Come on with me, brother. Come on, stand right here for me.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, Jonathan, 45 years. You have searched, you've had anxiety, you've had a whole bunch of feelings. Your potential little sister could
Yes,
tease
sir,
you.
yeah.
But I understand where your emotions come from. You have been spending your entire life wondering where do you come from.
Yes, sir.
You have questioned. I can only imagine what that was like when we talked about you being at 24 years old, standing outside of a potential address, hoping that this man will walk up. This has been 45 years in the making.
Oh, my God.
And it is your truth to open, not mine. So here you go.
Jonathan, Tiffany, and Tahara, you're biological sisters.
I told you I knew that. Look at that.
Can I just say that you cannot change your name to Thurston Gooden Jr.?
Well, I listen.
It's already to make it.
No,
so,
Listen. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Thurston Jr. But the only name y'all need to call him now is brother. That's your brother. That is your brother.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. How does it feel to have your answers finally?
This is so surreal.
It is.
Like,
This better than anything.
Yeah.
It's better than anything.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
And I love y'all, man.
here.
I got my own tissue.
Please use it.
Little thirsty.
There you go. There you go.
But nah, that's just on it.
It's on for right now.
It's funny because the love of sibling is already there. It's already there. It's already there. It's already there. The love of sibling is already there. And I know that this is only going to bring y'all closer. And I understand, and just to making sure that everyone has some closure in this, I understand y'all's point of view, of you being nervous, of you being apprehensive. And I don't believe that this news means you have to mourn the image you have of your father. I believe that there probably were factors that those...
With that right now.
Yeah, you don't need to mourn that. You don't need to mourn that. And that's why I need to make sure you have that. Because
Because of my daddy knew about him. Like, what happened to make you not be a part of his life?
Yeah.
because he would not have some of the traumas that he currently has. Like, he didn't get to live the life that we lived.
Yeah.
And so if you knew that it was a potential, that you had a son, like, why? And I would never be able to ask him that because he's not here.
Yes.
But it's not right.
But what I'm trying to help you to understand is that doesn't take away from who he was. Because one decision when there was another adult involved, bringing a child, there's a lot of factors. His mother was there. There's a lot of people. Your mother was there. That we don't know exactly what happened, and that doesn't take away his morals.
They were married. My mom was married to him.
So they're married. It doesn't take away his morals, his values, or anything. But what you've displayed on this is compassion for what he experienced, and that shows us exactly who your father was and what he instilled in you. So do not question your father's identity. He was the man he was to you, and he will always be that. And what he has given you is the ability to be compassionate and loving and be an annoying little sister.
Yeah, because I'm not the oldest.
Okay, you're not the oldest.
I'm the brother now. I'm the brother now.
Exactly.
The oldest, too. How about that?
Barely.
Listen, I wish y'all the best of luck.
you
I'm
so
glad you got
much.
your closure and you got your answers, all right?